Good evening. This is K4PEW, net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. If there was emergency traffic, I think I would have already heard it here unless you doubled with me when I started. If you have an emergency, call 911. If you don't have 911 access, tell us and we'll do it for you. Just tell us where you are and what is wrong. We'll be happy to, your location and what your emergency is. Better be a health-related emergency, threat of life or limb is seriously damaged. You can go to YouTube right now and see the screen on my radio, which is features me, of course, but it features the screen on the radio more than it does me. I'm just here to make it look like somebody's actually here. Actually, this is just AI. Now, you'll be able to see your signal compared to others. You'll also be able to hear stations you might not already hear from where you are. For instance, if you're in the far north, and you might not hear stations in the far south, and same with east, west, or whichever direction. You can also go to groups.io and look at our net schedule. That's on groups.io. Just look MJSS, Mike, Juliet, Sierra in their search block, and you see the net schedule. You can also sign up for our email reminder system, which sends out reminders about the net, as well as you can place to buy and sell equipment. You can post questions, or like I said, you can sell your own equipment there. None of it's at any cost. Our club is free of costs, except for your own crap. In fact, the money you save we're a money-saving club. The money you save with us, not spending it on us, buy your own crap. And also you can go to, you can send me an email if you have any trouble with the other things. It's K4PEW@ARRL.net. Tonight we're starting, this is net number 1,000, if I can read my writing, it's 1,168. I think I wrote it down wrong on the web there, on the feed, but that's where we are. We'll be starting from the west, but and tonight we're going to be doing, 146.415 where we are now, and then going over to 144.240, and then 146.415, and then over to 28.415. We'll be starting, like I said, from the west. And let's see, what else did I need to say there? Oh, the announcements. We have a Saturday night net that needs attention, just needs a big announcement. And that's, of course, Sunday night, 8 o'clock on 28.415. It's the Mid-Tennessee 10-meter net. And this Michael KM4YRF does 3 nets, one on 10 meters upper sideband, one on 10 meters on FM, and then one on 10 meters C4 FM. It starts out on 28.415 upper sideband. Also, there's a Santa net, which is, of course, Christmas Eve, 8 o'clock. Make sure to be here. Make sure to check in on the Santa net. You'll be able to hear it either here on YouTube. You'll also be able to hear the same channel. You can also hear it on 146.415 or 446.415. So make sure to check in on that net. Christmas Eve, children of all ages, as they say. It's a fun net. Tony, who manages the net for Santa, he does a great job with it, and I think you'll like it. This is his 25th year, so it's a big deal. Yeah, big celebration, big prizes.
Santa net's at 7 o'clock, not 8.
And this is Kilo Romeo 4 India Delta Juliet. Yeah. Where is the YouTube that you mentioned?
Oh, it's on YouTube. It's on. You can look at my call, K4PEW, and it'll bring up a picture. You'll see the actual, I guess, thumbnail is a picture of me and my wife the day we got married. So you'll be able to see who it is. You'll be able to see who the good-looking one was. I mean, me. But anyway, or it'll also be under Brain Trust, BRAIN. Brain Trust. Yeah, Brain Trust. But
Corrected.
No, wasn't I? I was broadcasting. Yeah, look it up. K4PEW. That's where I'll be. You'll see it. Let me know if you don't.
I didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear anything? Well, I'm talking. Is everybody else hearing me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, other people are hearing me there, Echo. I'm not sure what's up.
Yeah, what's the YouTube again? I'm trying to look.
Not everybody.
The YouTube thing is under my call, K4. Just to put up K4PEW, it'll bring up a picture of my me and my wife we're getting married that day. So that's you'll be able to get the picture there. K4PEW. And for those still listening to Santanet, I was wrong. I said 8 o'clock by mistake. It's at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, Christmas Eve. 7 o'clock. That's 1900 local hours. That'll be 1200 Zulu, or if you want to say coordinated universal time.
All right, gotcha.
All right, very good. That's me. Yeah, this is Echo's. Echo just called me earlier in the evening, about 40 minutes ago, and he lives here in Mount Juliet. And I was his first Simplex contact. He just got his ham license today, so we're excited to have him here. I think he'll enjoy himself. You're going to have a little trouble there just due to using an HT. He's down south of Providence a little bit, and it's going to have some trouble because you really need a much bigger antenna to hear everybody. So make sure to stay tuned to the YouTube channel, and you'll be able to hear everybody that I can hear, really, because I'm the one in the middle of this circle of hams. It goes out around 40 miles, and sometimes further. Alrighty, let's see, where was I? Anything else? Was there any other announcements? Please go now.
Hey, Paul, you might ought to tell him that if he's watching on YouTube and listening to his handheld, there'll be a 3-second delay.
Oh yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, there's also going to be a delay between the what you're hearing on your radio and what you're hearing on the YouTube thing. Anyway, let's see. Is there any other announcements?
Yeah, I noticed that, mate. There is a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, very good. Let me get started here, Echo. Let's see. First, we're going to start out with from the west, but we're going to start with people short on time, mobile, or first-time check-ins. Please come now. Okay, I heard 2 in there, but the one I caught was Brian. Only got short time there, huh, Brian?
Yeah, I just pulled in the driveway and I figured I'd check in. One of you. And I sent you the guy's name in text, so he was on the air Monday. It was kind of neat.
Ah, cool. Yeah, Millsap. I forgot that he lived here, but yeah, he's the one who has the license, the ham license, and I've never heard him on the air locally. We'll have to get him on the Simplex now.
Yeah, I bet you could. I think he's getting into it more now he's home.
Cool. Well, very good. That was Brian, KA3CTP. He was using mobile, just got into that driveway, and he's getting off the air. Who was the other station who checked in, short on time, mobile, or first time check-in?
K4DEZ.
Hey, Earl, how are you doing tonight?
Doing pretty well. I've got new rollers to put on my total gym, so that's daggone. That's a kind of priority so I can exercise myself, if you will.
Are you doing the working out to get into the Senior Olympics this year?
I thought I'd try that Ironman thing next year.
I'm going for the lead man. It's really too heavy to enter.
Well, I don't even know how to get an application. Yeah, I heard that Ronnie Millsap on, let's see, the Wilson County repeater a couple days ago. And before that, he was on that there 880.
When do we go south? Is it a particular west, east, and south, or is it different?
No, we're starting with the west, but Echo, you need not, don't interrupt, because actually there's somebody else talking, so it's not good to interrupt the other person who I had. You probably couldn't hear him on your radio, but you'd hear him on the YouTube station. So anything else for the net there, Earl?
Sorry, got it on the side.
No, that's all I got. I got to get back to putting my rollers back on my total gym sled. Merry Christmas, all. We'll catch you when we can. KG4DEZ 73.
Yeah, very good. That was Earl. Good to hear from you, Earl. I hadn't heard from you in a little bit, but that's Kilo Echo 4, Delta Echo Zulu. Who else is west? Or who else short on time, mobile, or first time check-in? That was it. No more short on time or mobile? All right. Who else is west? Please come now.
KQ4WIF.
KQ4WIF. That would be John. How are you doing?
Doing well, sir. Doing
I've got a new call sign effective today. The good boys in Washington gave me my old call sign back that I had issued to me in 1979. So starting today, it's November 0 Whiskey India Kilo.
Ah, okay, very good. I remember you mentioned that to me. And did you have any doubt they were going to give it to you?
Well, it wasn't through. I didn't have to go through the vanity call. I asked for a reinstatement. So I guess they're also supposed to reinstate my previous status. But that hadn't been done yet. I just looked and it's still showing me as a technician. But I've got my Navy Mars call sign back.
Is Navy? I didn't think the Navy was doing Mars anymore.
Oh, they quit 11 years ago. And that was when I dropped out. Because that was 10 years that I didn't renew my license. And I had to go back through the reinstatement process. So N0WIK is back on the air.
Okay, very good. I'll only check you in once, though. Everything else going okay, John?
Doing very well, doing very well. Thank you for hosting the net, and I'll just sit back and listen.
Very good. That is, I gave him 2 calls today. It's he's got his reinstated call from 1979. So we're talking about, what is that, 79? That's 20, 45, 46 years ago. He lost this call, and it's November 0 Whiskey India Kilo. But up until just a few minutes, or up until yesterday, it was Kilo Quebec 4 Whiskey India Foxtrot. John is in Hermitage. Who else is west?
KG4ILV.
AG4ILV. How long you had your call, Jack?
20 years.
Okay, same with me. Yeah, it's except I changed it only about 5 times.
I still got the same one.
Yeah, sometimes that's better. No, because I'm sure I've said this before. When I was in Florida, it was a 4 call, and then when I went to New York, it was a 2 call, and then it was a 4 call, and then everybody wondered if I was visiting, which I wasn't. So they kept asking me that. So I'm not change the call back to a 2. And when I came here, it was a 2. I had to change it to a 4. So it's just I don't think I'll ever change it again.
I'm lucky to remember one.
Who is this?
Just my one call here.
No, I know. Anything good, Jack?
No, I just sat around reading today. It was a good day, and enjoyed myself. Enjoyed my books.
Oh, very good. You're not just reading. You're just hunkering down with the gardening books, are you?
No. I like Victor Davis Hanson. Read some of his stuff, and Thomas Sowell. Different things.
If you keep listening to those guys, man, you're going to be pretty smart.
No, I'm not a chance.
They are good. They're both good to listen to. They are read about, I should say. Hanson is good either way. He's you can tell he's a man of the soil, really, even though he's a very intellectual guy.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about him. It's like that gentleman farmer thing, kind of Andrew Jackson, same kind of thing.
Yeah, very good. All right, well, that was Jack. Kilo Golf for India Lima Victor in Donaldson. Who else is west? Nobody else west. We're going to the south.
This is Kilo Romeo 4. Let me remember again. India Delta Juliet.
Very good. That's Echo ECHO. He is. You don't sound like you're 75 years old. How old are you, Echo?
What was that again?
How old are you, Echo?
I'm doing pretty good. My mom is watching the live stream, and yeah, we can hear you on there.
Yeah, no, very good. I was just asking your age because you sounded like you were under the age of 40.
Yep, I am 13. I am a young ham operator.
Oh, that's fantastic. What prompted you to get into ham radio?
I got into ham radio because I found the interest in listening to shortwave, and I thought it'd be pretty cool to get those privileges myself. And I saw VHF and UHF as a better opportunity, so I got my license.
Ah, very good. So where are you going to school?
Nah, mate, I'm homeschooled.
No, that's even better. I've seen excellent in both of my boys went to a public school, but since, and that's a long time ago, my youngest child is 40. But I've seen the results of homeschooling, and as far as I'm concerned, it's much better than public school.
That is true. Much very true. Public school is, homeschool is much more better. And public school is very, very crowded. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with it. I did a lot of business with public schools, too, in their buildings. So, but the one thing you can't do in homeschool that you could do, you could use the excuse. You could go home in public school, and they say, why did you get such bad grades in that class? And you say, well, the teacher hates me. And so you can't say that when you're homeschooled.
Yeah, that's true. Also, I'm on homeschool. Whenever it snows, school still isn't canceled. And then, there's where it's you and nobody else.
No, it's very good. You do have other activities outside of homeschool, though. Do you do any of the activities with other homeschoolers in the area?
Not really. I don't do PE. And all the other activities. But yeah, I just do normal schooling, and once I get off, and I'll stick to my projects or radio. By the way, with this little walkie-talkie, I'm having to put my hands around the walkie-talkie just to hear you. It's capacitance.
Yeah, I understand. And what you're probably going to want to do, if you can, is just get one of those extra long antennas that goes on those handhelds that gives you a better reception. And or, I don't know if you live in a 2-story house, but you get in the upper story and you'll do better on reception.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've been looking into one of those types of antennas for a while.
Well, very good. If you need any help with selecting equipment or antennas or any technical questions, don't hesitate to, by the way, get on the groups.io site that does the MJSS on the search block, and get on there so you can even ask questions there if you want to.
All righty. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm going to be checking in for the first time. I got my CAM license today. And yeah, I saw it in the FCC ULF database.
Yeah, that's great. Very good. Well, don't forget to get on QRZ as well, QRZ.com. You familiar with that? Echo, are you familiar with QRZ.com?
Hey, man, I've got to be off the air. Hold up.
All right, very good. Let me know. All right, that was Echo, and it's Kilo Romeo 4, India Delta Juliet. This is his first day with his license, and he did a duplex connection earlier, and then he talked to me on simplex for his first simplex connection, and tonight is his first simplex net, so we're happy to have him here. Who else is south?
K4 KFQ.
Is this your first simplex connection there, buddy?
Yeah. Yep. First one today.
Very good. Anything good going on beyond what we talked about earlier?
Nope. You eventually got the Santa net correct, so there you go.
Oh, yeah. Well, course corrections are always important.
Yep. That's why you were in the Navy, right?
Yep, exactly. Well, it's also true about airplanes too. So, or even walking around, unless you're going in circles. Anyway, anything good for the net, Tony?
No, not a blessed thing. That's it. K4 KFQ.
Yeah, very good. Tony just got back from a couple 3-day trip over to the, what's the name of that location? I forgot the name of it already. It is the Biltmore. That's right, the Biltmore exhibit over there in the Carolinas. It's very nice, I understand. Of course, it's $100-something for a nighttime visit, but it's nice for a figure of 2 people. That's $280 if my memory serves me right. Well, very good. Who else is south? Very good. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. That's Larry. Larry, you doing all right? Very good. That's Larry in Rockville. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Pretty good signal. A little bit of noise in there, but better than average. Who else is south? South or east? South or east?
KM4YRS.
Would you just stab somebody?
That's Thomas trying to get the battery off of this HT.
I just heard that scream, and I thought, wow, he just stabbed somebody on the air.
I found Marty, when I got Marty's stuff, he had a Baofeng HT in there, but I can't get the battery off.
Well, you need a bigger hammer then.
I think so.
No, just stuck on there? What, is the battery all corroded or something?
I'm sorry, Paul, I was distracted.
I guess so. This is not a distraction net, Michael.
I know that. Glad that we got new blood in the group.
Oh, yeah, nice to have a young person again in there. We've had, over the years, we've had young men, and they all went into great college careers.
All right, I guess I've got nothing else, and except I will be at breakfast Saturday.
Yeah, very good. Leave your norovirus at home.
Oh, that's done over, but I'm just waiting till the time runs out.
Yeah, I'm with you. Very good. We'll hope to see you there. Well, I'm sure we will. Anyway, that was Michael, KM4YRF. He is here in Mount Juliet. He fills in for me when I'm drunk, disabled, or out of order. No, I don't drink, so I can't say I'd be drunk. Drunk on ham radio. That's what it is. High on ham radio. Anyway, he fills in for me. Who else is east? Okay, we're going over the north.
KE4TWI.
KE4TWI, the infamous voice of Possum Town.
I saw the mayor this morning driving. Anyway, things are good in Possum Town. I did hear the young ham you were talking to eventually. I swung the beam to the west and I heard a young voice. So, and you said he was on an HT?
HT over by Providence. And if he's I don't know where around Providence, but the problem with Providence is if you've ever been right in front of Providence on 171, it's in a hole.
Yeah, so I did hear him. So that's good. Good to have some new blood in there. Otherwise, things are good in Possum Town. Nothing to report. It's a cold night.
What temperature is it outside, do you know?
I probably wouldn't go on a bike ride, but you could.
I would. I've been out in I went down as low as 40. And right now it says in my trusty, it says it's 38 right now, so no, you're right, I wouldn't go. My outside thermometer, the weather thingy, says it's 38, so that's a little cool. I know, as you know, you've seen the pictures of me with my, I looked like I was going into combat. I had so many clothes on.
Yeah, it's going to be 12 this weekend, I think Sunday night, so. Yeah. All right. Nothing new to report here in Possum Town, Tennessee. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey Indy.
Oh, 12. Man, I didn't see that, man. That's it. I'm moving. Moving to the south. No, that was west. He's in Possum Town. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey Indy. He was here. He did hear Echo down there in Providence on his HT, so that's doing pretty good. Of course, he has a beam. It's helpful. But it's odd that it has such a good path between him and Echo down there in Providence. Who else is north?
WB0NOO.
I know you didn't hear Echo.
I heard him online.
Okay. Yes, okay. You didn't hear him on the air. I guess I should have said that.
No, I did not hear him on over the air. But I'm glad he's here anyway. You're right. We need young blood.
Yeah, it's funny because us oldsters can't keep holding down the fort, you know.
Yeah, well, there are a bunch of us. So anyway, I don't really have anything else. I need to go fix my dinner, so I'll listen from a distance. WB0NOO.
Very good. That's Mark. the voice of the Cumberland Beach. That's Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar Oscar. He's up in the northwest corner of Mount Juliet. I mean, Wilson County up by the river. Who else is north? Oh, man. People got to be. I know Danny's up there.
November 8, November Hotel Tango.
Hello, Hayes. How is, man, do you know it's going to be 12 in a couple of days?
What say that again?
It's going to be 12 degrees, I just heard, on Thursday, I think he said.
I hope not. I saw 15 or 16 for mine. I got some plants that might freeze. I might have to help them out a little bit out there. Sunday.
Oh, it's Sunday. Okay, so it's a few days away. Yeah, Sunday's supposed to be 12 degrees.
Lord, I don't know about that. I don't even have my plants covered up yet.
Well, you need to get them some blankets out there. That's for sure.
Yeah, I got 3 different kinds of palm trees and a couple other things that might be sensitive.
Yeah, do like they do. They used to do. I don't know if they still do it or not. They put out those pots. I forget what they put in those pots. Kerosene or diesel fuel in those pots to keep the orchard, the orange orchards, all warmed up.
I would put cages around them. Cages around them with C9 Christmas lights and wrapped around the cages, and then a covering over them.
That would do it.
Yep, they've been alive for several years now. Stuff you aren't even supposed to grow on them, but it's a lot of work. I don't even know why I do it. Nobody cares.
Well, it's amazing what that frost will do. Even hardy plants. I had more than a handful of shrubs just die. I mean, it killed them, and a couple of them came back. But even though one of the ones that's in the front of my front of the house, I cut it all back down almost to the ground, and that is one of those. I don't remember the name of the shrub now, but it has about a circumference on it of about 10 inches in circumference, about 3 or 4 inches in diameter, and it's dead. It's plain dead.
Yeah, I had kind of holly I had out there. Remember, we're supposedly in Zone 7B, hardiness zone, and that's recent that they put us in there. I still think that's a little premature. So let's say we're in Zone 7A here or whatever. That means our low is from, yearly low, I believe, is from 0 to 10 degrees. That's still pretty cool. So people put a lot of plants out that can't really take that temperature, and they might last for years, but all it takes is a brutal winter or two.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's. We even saw those temperatures when I lived in Florida. It got down below 32. One time for 3 days straight, it stayed below 32, which was very unusual. That was back in I think it was the 90s. But here, I'm trying to remember what the low I saw here. Do you remember what the low is for this area?
You had the all-time low for here?
Well, in the recent past.
Since I've lived here, the last couple years, I've seen it get down to 4 or 5 degrees, I think. I haven't seen it get down below that. That's pretty cold.
No, that's definitely cold enough to kill a lot of plants and make people stay inside.
Yeah, I had, like I said, the bushes in front. I've got a pindo palm and a windmill palm in the back, and a dwarf palmetto palm in the front. I've managed to keep them alive so far, but some of the other stuff, I put frost blankets over my vegetables. I've kept, cabbage and stuff like that going all winter here, but looks like usually I don't have to mess with it this early, but hey, every year is different.
Yeah, I had in Florida. We had that one bad freeze. We had another bad freeze, and I had a banana tree and I had a guava tree. Killed them both.
Yep. Yeah, I had when I lived in Texas. It was like that. I had a kumquat tree. I had a pindo palm and what else? A couple other different things. And I don't know. We moved away, but there was something that came in that just it got down. Even in San Antonio, Texas, I want to say it got down to 7 or 8 degrees. And that wiped out a lot of stuff. And that's like a 20-year snap there.
Yeah, well, it's bound to happen, but I should have known. No, I didn't think it would take out the big heavy-duty plants around the house, but it took out a bunch of them. I was just surprised.
Yep. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. If I lose some of these plants that I planted, from here on out, it's too much work. I'm only going with stuff that's definitely hardy. I got a juniper. Nothing's going to touch that, I got a pomegranate. I got a dang persimmons. I got pawpaw trees. Most of that stuff is pretty hardy, but my fig hasn't done much of anything. It dies back in the winter and doesn't grow enough to produce anything. That might have been a mistake, but I don't know. We'll see. I could complain about these plants. I guess I didn't move far enough south.
No, this is good. Farther south you go, the more bugs you get.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. This is a good area. I can't complain. At least I'm not still in Ohio, you know. But yeah, we're looking forward to going to the breakfast here one of these times. I got to bring the kids up. They always ask when we're going to the ham radio breakfast, so we'll be there one of these days. K4 PEW. This is November 8, November Hotel Tango. I'll let you go back to net, Paul.
Very good. That was Hayes letting me go back to the net. November 8, November Hotel Tango. And he's in Hendersonville. And he's big into plants and urban farming, I guess I'll call it. It's specialty farming with those persimmons and that kind of stuff. Who else is north?
Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo.
Hello, Greg. No, I don't mind being corrected. If I never got corrected, I'd be still saying the stupid stuff I did 40 years ago.
Yeah, well, you dropped out on whether you know it or not.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought happened, but I didn't realize it until I heard you say that. I knew there was something amiss.
Okay, I thought you were still transmitting, but something was wrong with you too. But yeah, you came back. That's what's important.
Yeah, I was revived. Anything good for the net tonight, Greg?
No.
That's Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Victor Echo. He's got nothing. That's Greg in I keep saying Antioch. He was in Antioch a long time, so excuse me. We did that for so long from Antioch. He's in Hendersonville. He was moving on up, you know, up to the north side. Who else is north? Where is Danny tonight, man? He's a regular and he's not here. And I want to know Eric is too. Anybody else north? Or I think we made it all the way around. Is anybody who I haven't called on yet? Man, this is a short net tonight.
Kilo 3, Mike Papa Romeo.
Hello, Mike. What's up?
Not much. Got all the exam testing done early, so figured I'd tune the net and see how everybody was doing.
Very good. Is activity up, do you think, on testing?
Yeah, since the FCC decided to go back to work. But to answer your coldest day, January 21st, 1985, minus 17.
Oh, I've been in minus 17 weather, and that's not a good place to be.
Yeah, the coldest I've ever seen was minus 20 up Traverse City, and the altimeter was 2802.
20. You were at 2,800 feet. Is that what you're saying?
The barometric altimeter was 28.02, so it's 2 more points down, and we wouldn't have been able to do any approaches into the airport.
Oh, I get you. Okay, I didn't understand. I know what an altimeter is, but I wasn't thinking about what you were talking about. Okay, very good. Wow, that cold. Huh? I hadn't thought that. Why? Tell me why you can't do it below it down to 28.
The instrument approach systems aren't calibrated below 28.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it had something to do with the technical stuff. Very interesting. And that was when you were up in Traverse City.
Yeah, that was up in the frozen north of Michigan. So beautiful country, but winters were long.
Traverse City is in north. I'm not familiar with that territory. Is that in the North Peninsula? I mean, the Upper Peninsula?
No, it's still in the lower peninsula, but it's up on the northwest side of the state.
Yeah, very good. And it's mostly forestry and wooded up there, mostly?
For the most part, but the last time I looked at satellite maps, a lot of the areas have been turned into subdivisions.
Wow, it's getting that popular, huh?
Is Kilo Romeo 4, India Delta Juliet, and I'll just say I'll be on the side because I've got to listen to a different frequency. Sorry.
All right, very good. Good having you in there, Echo. You have a good evening. Hope to hear you again Wednesdays and Saturdays, 8 p.m.
But I got nothing else to add to the net, Paul, and appreciate you guys being out there.
Yeah, Mike, could you hear Echo, that ham that's in Providence?
Yeah.
He was loud and clear with me.
Okay, good. So he's over there near you somewhere. Very good. That was Mike. Kilo 3 Mike, Papa Romeo, here in Mount Juliet over on the backside of Providence. Who else is any place anywhere?
84 VUW.
KR4 HCI. This is Eric. Kind of over by Vibrant Creek, just Providence, I guess.
Very good. KR4 Hotel Zulu India. Let me take you first. Carlin, hold on one second. Have you checked in before? The HZ Hotel Zulu India?
Hotel Charlie, India.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how I heard Zulu out of that. Have you checked in before?
No, sir. It's the first time I've checked in on a Simplex net.
Well, very good. I'm glad to be. I've been doing this net for 12 years. This is our 167th net. So, and we've had a lot of people check in, and sometimes I can't remember if somebody's checked in before. But where are you located, and what's your first name?
First name is Eric, and I'm over kind of by Providence. I'm just actually west of Providence, by Vibrant Creek, over by the lake here, though.
Okay, very good. How long have you been a ham?
Oddly, I just got my license here since the government opened. I took my test while the government was closed, but then got the license while they were open as soon as they opened back up. So just got my license. Although I've had an associate's degree in electronic engineering and worked on radios and such ever since about 90 or so.
Oh, I'm surprised you hadn't been in ham radio before.
I should have. I just ended up getting into family life and things like that, and going on that kind of path, and finally got to where I had enough free time to do this, and so I kind of invested in some equipment and got me my license, and actually going Saturday to get my general license. Hopefully, if I pass, got a G90 sitting here that I just ordered, and I'm playing with wiring on it at the moment.
Very good. Yeah, it's. I was wanting to be a ham since I was very young, and then when I was real young, I was interested in it, but I don't know, I was probably 8 when I saw that. But when I was a teen, I wanted to be a ham, but I didn't have I just simply didn't have the money, so it wasn't even that. And of course, as I moved along in life, I was too poor to buy equipment, too busy with a family, and I waited until I was 55 to even get licensed. So anyway, good to have you in there, Eric. Hope to hear you on the net again. We also do this on YouTube, if you hadn't already heard that, on using my call, K4 PEW. You can hear the nets there, and also through the YouTube, you can hear other stations that you might not otherwise hear. Anything else for the net? I'm glad you're in there.
Thanks much, sir. KR4 HCI.
Very good. That's Kilo Romeo 4 Hotel Charlie India, and he's near Providence, here south of me, in Mount Juliet. Anybody else? Please come now.
Yes. This is KR4IDJ Echo, and I'm just wanting to say I'm not really in Providence. I'm south of it. I'm south of it, more near Gladeville.
Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, it's a nice reference point because I guess people know where Gladeville is. Gladeville is kind of an elusive place. Are you off of which way? Are you as far south as what is that? Suggs Creek? No, I guess not. He either can't hear me or he stepped away. Okay, well, is there any other check-ins? Please come now.
On the side, KR4IDJ.
Very good. All right, Eric, appreciate it. Who else is any place, anywhere?
Yeah.
Oh, there we are. Sorry about that, Carlin. How are you doing?
Wondering if I was being heard.
Oh, you're being heard fine. Who would not want to hear you, man?
You want me to get my list out?
Well, people have to listen to me. I'm one doing the net. Anyway, how's it going for you?
Okay, I guess. I did fall asleep.
You getting all prepared for cold weather?
About as prepared as I can get.
heard what you said about it's supposed to get down so cold on Sunday, so I was thinking, I heard something too about that. Hopefully they'll be wrong by then.
Well, it's funny. That's what's bad about living in. It's not a bad thing. It's just that one of the unfortunate parts. When you live in a relatively warm area in the South, and this is one of them. Everything south of, I'll just say Virginia. I don't know. It gets pretty cold sometimes, but it's a real tax on people because they're not necessarily prepared for it like people who live in the northern climate.
Yep, I remember it was some time back in the 80s where we had a real cold snap. It got down to like 19 or 20 below zero. Because I was working at Aura Donnelly at the time there in Gallatin. And it got down that cold with a wind chill of like 75 below. And, of course, it had snowed. And the highway patrol was saying, if you get out on the road and you get stuck, you're on your own. We're not coming out. They would tell everybody to stay off the roads, period. And I don't know. I don't believe I've seen another cold spot that happened like that because it was real super windy and stuff. And the wind chill, it got up to about 70 and 70 below on the wind chill.
Oh yeah, that would be horrible. That would be horrible. And really, under those circumstances, I'll just give you up in Buffalo, they had at least 2 occasions in recent years, well, going back maybe 10, 12 years, that they knew a storm was coming, and they knew it was a big one. The state troopers and the state neglected to close the entrances to the interstate that's between Pennsylvania and Buffalo, and people stranded in their vehicles on the interstate. They couldn't get off. They had to go be rescued.
Oh, there was a time here a couple years back where we had a snow, and down there in Nashville, people just got out of the cars and left them parked on the interstate, and they was talking in the news about they was going to ticket it all of them. You know, I'm going like, yeah, really? I mean, they couldn't go nowhere. I mean, the roads were just that bad. The interstates are so bad down there in Nashville. And it was just cars. The interstate turned into a parking lot. You know, they couldn't go nowhere, and they got stuck. And they was talking about, where are we going to ticket them and stuff? And I was thinking, well, where are you going to get all the records to tow all them cars? I mean, it looks like thousands of them, you know. It's going to take a while. So, I don't know. I get you doing okay. It sounds like you're doing all right.
Oh, yeah, doing grand. Although, I'm going to give my tiny rant about what Nashville area has become, mentioning traffic. I was down in Franklin yesterday evening, I don't know. I was there from about 4:30 and left at 6 o'clock. From right there, I forget the name of the road, but 6 o'clock, and I got on 65 North. I would have just as soon sat there for another hour and a half and ate dinner, because I got on at 6 o'clock, and my average speed getting to Mount Juliet, when I looked on that display that's on the car, was 25 miles an hour. It took me an hour and 15 minutes to go from Franklin to Mount Juliet, which is normally about a 35-minute drive.
Oh, yeah. I used to drive in that mess down there. There was several times that it come a snow, and I finally got out of Nashville to get home and stuff. I remember at one night I got to Gallatin at the Wendy's there at right off of 109 crosses, 31E there at the Kroger's and stuff. There's a Wendy's on the south side of 109, and kind of across from Cracker Barrel. And I got there, I think it was about like 7 o'clock, and I went in there and sitting there eating, and a couple come in, and they had just got there from West Nashville. And instead of me coming up to Bethpage and turning Mount Vernon Road and coming up Mount Vernon Road and stuff, I just stayed on the main highway all the way to Westmoreland, come in the back way because I felt a little bit more safer, and I was staying on more state highways too instead of back roads. And this ridge right down here, I don't know what it is. There's right there before you get right to the very top, it just gets particularly slick right there, no matter how fast you're going. I mean, you will turn a car sideways. I don't care what you're in. And I just got to think about that, and I thought I ain't going that way. So it gets a mess when you're riding around out there and that stuff. I remember one time when I was still in high school, and my daddy worked at Avco Aerostructures, and he come home, and he didn't get here to the house till like, he usually got home at around about 5:30. He didn't show up here till about 11:30 that night, and he had a rider that got off in Gallatin, and he went through the middle of Nashville trying to stay away from all the traffic and stuff, and he was driving on sidewalks, and he was talking about, I was up on sidewalks going around people, crazy people left their cars out in the road and stuff, and
QSO, KR4IDJ.
I remember him, the guy that rode with him told him, he said, Mr. England,
Hold on, Echo. We're in the middle of a QSO now.
I just don't know how. But he got home finally, and I don't know. It's just it's a mess around here. There's a lot of people don't know how to drive in it, and they want to overpower the cars and stuff. And I don't know.
Sorry there. I didn't hear anything. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
You know, by the way you throttle it and stuff, and that's what I always go by. And the times that I was driving out of Nashville in my old truck, it's a F-150, 2003 F-150. I never put nothing in the back of it, and I was driving, and you know, and everybody else. I come out Briley Parkway, and there's people slid off into the center medium and stuff, and I'm just going down through there like, what in the world, you know? If you drive like you got a brain, there's no problem, you know. So I don't know. It's just what it was. Well, let me shut up and let you get some more check-ins. I don't know where Danny's at. He might be building on his desk. He was working on his desk here the other night, and he sent me a picture last night of it for his ham equipment, and he may be doing something else. I don't know. Anyway, with that said, toodaloo for now. I don't know where you're going to next. 70 centimeters, I think. Anyway, you'll say when I'm in key. Katie4 VW, and I'll be clear and turn it back to you.
Yep, 70 centimeters, 446, 415. That was Carlin, Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey in Angeltown, Bethpage. Is there any other check-ins we got tonight?
It's me again. It's KR4IDJ. Sorry that I kind of doubled on someone else's conversation. I can't really hear you that well sometimes, or anyone here where I'm at.
Oh, no, I understand. And that's one of the problems when you have I'll just call it not a good antenna. But that's why it's very helpful to have an external antenna. If and when you can get some more money and you get a little better radio, and a better antenna is really the answer. You'll be heard by me, even with an HT. But if you get an external antenna on the house outside somewhere or up in the attic, you'll be able to hear a lot more. So you'll be able to know who's talking. But that's one of the good reasons to listen on the YouTube. You'll know if somebody's actually on the air. I'm going to be moving on, though. Everything else, Echo?
What was that again? I couldn't hear you.
When you get a better antenna, it'll be much better. When you get a better antenna, it will be much better. Okay?
Yeah, it is a bit better.
All right, very good. Well, right now I'm going to be calling for all of those who didn't check in, the dilly-dalliers, spuddlers, landlubbers, sandbaggers, lollygaggers, lurkers, skulkers, slackers, lackeys, toadies, lackards, repeater kerchunkers, shape-shifting lizard people, moon landing deniers, and those who do, they don't deny it. Those that the moon is occupied by aliens, both the real kind and the national ones from this earth. They're digging up the backside, by the way, if you haven't heard. The flat earthers and those who deny the flat earth. Scanner listeners, SDR donglers, preppers, end-time survivalists, and the everlasting Bigfoot people, Bigfoot believers. I don't know how many Bigfoot actually have radios or scanners, but it's possible. You never know. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'll be on the side. 7-3. It's KR4IDJ. It's first day, kind of nervous.
I understand. You're doing great. I hope to hear you again. Well, like I said, it's often monitored locally. I don't know how many locally because you're not getting out too far. But I'm glad you're on the air. Appreciate you being here, Eric. I mean, Echo. I'm sorry about that. All righty. We're going to go over to 446-415. 446-415 unless I hear somebody complain. All right. That's where I'm going. Alrighty, we're on 446-415, looking for check-ins from the, wherever I was this morning, earlier. I was in the West. Please come now.
KG4ILV.
Very good. I got Jack in there, KG4ILV. Were you able to hear Echo at all?
No, only on the YouTube.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know if you heard. He's 13. I don't even remember being 13. I remember turning 13 because I became a teen, but that's all I remember.
Yeah, I remember playing with radios at that age because I was into listening to faraway stations, but I wasn't on the air.
Oh yeah, I understand. I remember I think I told you, being excited to have. I had an AM radio, and at night I could hear stations. I don't know if I ever heard WSM. I may have, because I could hear a lot of stations up there up in New York.
I could hear WLS out of Chicago better than I could hear the national stations when I lived in Hendersonville.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, that's amazing. Huh. Anyway, that's Jack, KG4ILV in Donaldson. Who else is West? South? East?
KM4YRF.
All right, KM4YRF. That's Michael here in Mount Juliet. Who else? Did you notice Echo didn't say that he was from Providence? I'm in Gladeville, man. All right, that was Michael here in Mount Juliet, KM4YRF. Who else is south or east? Nobody else east? Everybody's out buying winter clothing for the weekend. Who else is north? Anybody north?
KD4CE.
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. You weren't able to hear him either, were you? That kid down in Providence?
No, not at all.
No, I didn't think so. I was surprised that Wes could hear him up in Possum Town, even with his beam.
That is weird. Good path.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, it's KD4 Charlie Victor Echo, and he's in Hendersonville. Who else is north? Yeah, you got a little choppy in there, Carlin, but I got you in there. That's KD4VUW, Angeltown, Bethpage. Anybody else?
Michael, did he hear me?
Oh, yes, he can hear you well.
I cannot hear him at all.
All right, Paul, he can't hear you at all, but he knows that he's got Chuck to you.
You tell him I think he's just pretending I'm Steve.
Paul said you're just pretending he's Steve.
It'd be Scottsville Steve.
Yes, Scottsville Steve.
Who else is north? Any place, north, south, east, or west? Okay, looks like we're done. In fact, Echo should have jumped in there. I guess I should have told him about getting in on the 70 centimeter band. But anyway, there's a big number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us in there tonight. It's a monster number of people. All right, we're moving over to 28-415. We'll probably get about 4. So we'll see you there. Unless I hear a scream.
Wait, I was there. Here I am on 446.
Oh, very good. I'm glad you jumped in there, Echo. That's KR4. I'll get it right here in a second. India Delta Juliet. That's what it is. India Delta Juliet. Have you been listening long? Have you heard any of the other stations echo on this frequency? Yo, Echo.
Yes, Echo X height, it should say.
No, have you heard anyone else on the 70 centimeters besides me?
Yeah, I've heard it from YouTube. I've heard it from here.
Okay, very good. Just glad to hear that. Yeah, you sound good here on 70 centimeters, so you're doing fine. Anybody else, please come now.
This is KR48CI. I followed you over here, but hey, I'm here too.
Okay, very good. I didn't, yeah, good to have you in there as well. How are you copying people down there?
I'm doing pretty good. I got a tram 1480, about 25 foot in the air, so I copy people a lot better than I put out. So I got a little 25 watt mobile in here on a 12 volt power supply to get out on. So
Yeah, but even with that 25 watts, if you get a good elevation, you're still going to do a good job.
hopefully you're hearing me okay anyway.
Oh no, I hear you great. I hear you great. I'm at the. I just realized I knew I was in a high elevation relative to surrounding terrain, but I looked it up recently. I'm the highest elevation in the city of Mount Juliet, right here where I am, behind Walmart. So I couldn't ask for a better location for a Simplex then.
You're right up on the hill above me here then.
Yes, that's correct. I am about equal distance from the interstate, north of the interstate, and from that point to, I'm just, I'm west of, just behind the Chrysler dealer, about, I don't know, 200 or 300 yards from the Chrysler dealer.
I am probably directly south of you, the equal amount of distance south of the interstate that you are north of the interstate.
Oh, that's great. So you can hear the trucks at night as well.
Yes, sir, and the ambulances and fire trucks and everything else run up down through there.
Yeah, well, we're both close enough. I have been outside. I didn't hear it inside when there was a serious crash right there at the on the interstate on the exit ramp. Like I could hear it happen.
Oh yeah, yep, and we're all right there at it pretty much. Yep.
Yeah, very good. Anything for the net? Else for the net here on 70 centimeters?
Yeah, it's me. I was just saying I had a very great experience today as the first day of being a ham operator. I'm really hoping that more opens up, and yeah, it was very great talking to you. I have you in my call log, and yeah.
Well, very good. Yeah, we do these nets. We also have the other stuff other than VHF, UHF, because we're going to 28.415 on 10 meters next. So I don't think you have that on your HT.
No, I won't. I'm trying to get a 10-meter radio, though. It'd be my dream.
Oh, I understand. We all have our dreams, believe me. And over the years, I never believed I'd have as much equipment as I have, I'll tell you. Anybody else out there besides Echo and who else was that? Oh, HCI. Oh, yeah, Eric. But we're going to go over to 28.415. Anybody else? All right, that's where I'm going, 28.415. All righty, here we are on 28.415. Besides me, who is there? Anybody here on 10 meters? Oh, hold on. Now I'm on the right frequency. Anybody else out there besides me on 10 meters? Please come now. Anybody, anywhere?
KM4YRF.
Yeah, I ended up on the wrong channel. I was on the FM frequency. Anybody else out there on 10 meters?
KG4ILV.
Oh, you sound great, Jack. KG4ILV. How are you copying me and Mike?
I got an 8 on the meter.
Wow, that's really good for conditions tonight. It's other than that, there's no activity on. I hardly see anything on 10 meter on the screen.
Yeah, I don't see anything on my scope.
All righty, that was Jack, KG4ILV. Anybody else?
November 8th, November Hotel Tango.
Very good. We got Hayes, November 8th, November Hotel Tango in Hendersonville with a great signal. Who else? I got you in there. KE4 DEZ. That would be Earl over there in east of the Cedars of Lebanon. Who was the other station? The KE4. Who was that?
KD4 CVE.
Oh, okay. I think there was somebody else in there, Greg, but that's good. We got Greg in there in Hendersonville, KD4 CVE. Who else? Who else was checking in on the 10 meters? One last time, 10 meters, any place, anywhere. Please come now. All right, a big number 6. More than I thought, but we did well. And it was good conditions tonight, too. Nice, clean signals all the way around. I'm surprised I didn't hear Wes in here. Nope. All right, we're going to go over to 223.415. 223.415. We'll see you there, K4PEW.